Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I am your host, Blind Prime, and for today I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Weaponizer Fasttrack in his vehicle mode. Here he is, in all of his vehicular glory. He has a little bitty six-wheel double-barreled tank. He has an odd vehicle. When you consider that he's supposed to be, next to Blur, the fastest Transformer that exists, as he would beat Blur sometimes. So maybe this is just some sort of speedy thing that has guns attached to it. It's an odd vehicle. It's got 6 wheels on each side, and 3 wheels on each side, 6 wheels altogether. It's got a neat little cockpit in the center, 2 guns on either side that can move up and down because of the connection here at the shoulder. And we're going to talk about it and discuss it. And then we're going to do another quick episode today talking about the spear mode, because I've got my friend Black Zarek here over there, and he's going to help me showcase the spear mode. So let's talk about this vehicle mode. And if you like what you see here and you want to help me raise awareness of the blind, please share and like. I really appreciate it. And if you can, subscribe. That also help out a lot. Here we go. So, for lengthwise, we're going to not measure him by the ramp that folds down. We're just going to measure him by the front of the vehicle. There it is, right there. And that is 17 studs long at the front of the vehicle. Wait, was that 17 studs long? Or did I just get that wrong? Yeah, I just got that wrong. Because that's 11 studs long, not 17. My God. Width-wise, he sticks with his wheels to the 8 stud wide average that we've witnessed with everything since War for Cybertron. Older things tend to be wider, but War for Cybertron stuff generally stays to that 8 stud in width. And that's pretty cool. Now let's see how tall this car is. It's not a very tall car. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs in height. And where's our good old friend, Mr. Cliff Jumper? Cliff Jumper. Oh, here's the skids. Let's see, where's the Cliff Jumper? Where's Cliff Jumper? Cliff Jumper. Where'd you go, Cliff? Here he is. And I found my creeper. Look at that. There's the creeper. So we got a creeper here. Creeper for size comparison. The creeper, of course, stands a bit taller than this guy. Had the creeper right on top. Talk about an explosive situation. You got a tank with a creeper on it. All right. Let me set the creeper off to the side. And then we've got the Cliff Jumper. And him and Cliff Jumper are actually almost the same length. Let's see. Wait a minute. What's this? What's this? No way. Cliff Jumper is longer? Cliff Jumper's just a little bit longer. I would say he's half a stud longer. Cliff Jumper, there's something that's shorter than you in vehicle mode. Aren't you just a happy little car? Yeah. Okay. And then here's him with Skids. And Skids is the beefy older brother of this guy. Skids is longer than Cliff Jumper. Skids is taller than Cliff Jumper. But Skids isn't wider than Cliff Jumper. They're the same width. So there you go. There's nice little Skids. And Skids' weird assembly I have going on with weapons on his top. There we go. I decided to make him a little radio antenna. And then we're going to do the back-to-back comparisons. Boom, there it is. The undersides. Cliff Jumper's definitely not as wide as the Fasttrack. Fasttrack is still wider than Cliff Jumper. And there we go. There you go. Look at that. Do a side-by-side and get away from here, Cliff Jumper. Okay, so let's talk about this this guy. Molding-wise, it feels like some weird Cybertronian 6-wheeled tank thing. Like this is complete spaceship, sci-fi nonsense when it comes to how the vehicle is. It is an awesome vehicle for what it does. Like this is cool. I like having a neat sci-fi vehicle, and my only thing on this is, why didn't this come out in Siege? Like this would have been a perfect fit for Siege, but I guess the Earthrise Fasttrack was supposed to be Siege Fasttrack, but they wanted to save it because they were going to do Scorponok. They didn't want to give that one away, I guess. But no, all the wheels are really great. We talked about that in the previous video. And the molding on this dude is top notch. And honestly, plastic-wise, the only plastics on this guy that I dislike are the plastics that the wheels are made out of. I don't know what that's that Earthrise stuff that I don't like. And the plastic that these weapons are made out of. His weapons are made out of that stupid Earthrise plastic that's just terrible. I don't know what it is called, but it's that Earthrise plastic that they most likely used in other things. I know that Combiner Wars plastic is very similar. I just don't like it. I like this stuff. Whatever they're using nowadays, I like it. It's got a better feel to it. Got a better feel indeed. He rolls pretty good, and he's a good solid weight. Like this guy, he weighs a bit, and in vehicle mode, you know how in robot mode there wasn't any negative zone except for the legs? In vehicle mode, that negative zone is filled. So there is 0 negative zone with this guy. He's got no negative spaces. Everything is chock full of transformer. It's just shoved all in here. That's this one nice little vehicle. And let's see, and also, you know, the guns on his ends, like all guns with this, are blast effect compatible. We can find a blast effect to use. Do we always? What happened to my blast effects now? Oh, I hope the cats didn't get at them. Okay, we got this blast effect. We can set that in there. Kaboom! Yeah! Kabloosh! You can also put it in backwards. Maybe you wanted to do a little laser effect, but it's got a nice big explosion back out. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, that's about all I have for the vehicle mode. It's a good, sturdy vehicle mode. It's a 6-wheel tank that's very weird. And I wouldn't really call it a tank because I like to call things with treads tanks. If it's got wheels, it ain't a tank. It's just an armored vehicle. And let's bring out a tank for comparison. Do we have a tank? Do we have a tank? Is that a tank? Yes, I believe this is a tank. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! It's Warcaller. There we are. So, happened to grab my one of my favorite Transformers from Kingdom that I always forget the name of. Oh my god. He's something. Warpath, that's it. So him and Warpath are here. We got a nice little comparison of the two vehicles. Warpath is definitely on the larger scale than this guy, than Fasttrack, and yeah. But there's a nice little comparison with what I think was one of the better tanks from Kingdom, and or the entire War for Cybertron line, and a little Fasttrack. Anyway, guys, that's enough for this episode on the vehicle mode. Keep tuned in, as soon as I'm done with this, I'll record the episode for Fasttrack Spear mode, because tomorrow is Power Rangers Friday, and on Power Rangers Friday this week, we have the White Tiger Sword. All right, till next Prime.